Everybody doing good today?
Yeah.
Tony and I, actually, this is Tony Cato. Let's clap for him. My name's Dave Diggs. We clap for him.
No, really, it's him. It's really him.
Do you guys know the title of this class today? Clipper Cutting with Confidence. Nice. So Tony and I travel all over, and we teach to barbers. We are both barbers, and we teach to cosmetologists alike. And it seems like cosmetologists are great at everything they do. The one area for growth that we generally see, it's not that cosmetologists aren't good. They just need a little bit more confidence with clipper cutting. I mean, am I right? Does everybody here feel that same way? Yeah. Awesome. So what we want to do today is we want to give you some tips, give you some techniques that can improve that confidence. Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
I'm a Paul Mitchell educator. I'm based out of Modesto. Dave and I, we've toured a bunch of Paul Mitchell schools. So I teach theory at the Paul Mitchell School Modesto primarily, but we've been to Pleasant Hill, we've been to San Jose, just a variety of Bear Star events. We've done a number of those. We main staged at the Santa Cruz. I think it was the 20th annual beauty convention out there. How many of you going to Santa Cruz coming up? It's coming up, no? Look into it. I do have my own private studio, and just like Dave says, I tour around. This is really the thing that tickles me to death is being able to share some basic techniques to help make you guys be successful in clipper cutting. So it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. You guys will see that as soon as this class starts. I'm Dave Diggs, and I'm on Andis International Education Style Team. Does anybody here use Andis clippers, or you guys have seen them? Right, everybody here has seen them, right? Nice. So I travel all over the world teaching people how to use clippers, teaching people how to use Andis clippers. I just got back from Puerto Rico. Before that, I was in Paris, I was in London. I think this year already I've been to 5 countries teaching, and that's including the United States. As well as being on Andis International Education Style Team, I own a barbershop in downtown San Jose. Everybody here knows where the Bay Area is, right? Nice, not that far from here. I have a 13-chair barbershop that's upstairs, downstairs. All of the local athletes, the 49ers, the Raiders, everybody visits. Guys play for the Sharks. When celebrities are in town, they come get haircuts, or they book one of my barbers to go cut on set. So my experience, in the industry and dealing with different levels of clientele is pretty extensive. I went to San Francisco Barber College in downtown San Francisco, graduated from there. I worked at a local barbershop for about a year before I decided to open my own. And in that barbershop, I was allowed to grow. I was fresh out of barbershop. You're in cosmetology school? Who here is in cosmetology school or barber school?
Oh, perfect. This is a great class.
Nice. So believe it or not, after a few of the accolades I already told you, I've done all this in less than 5 years. So 5 years ago, I would have been one of the people in the crowd raising my hand because I was in barber school. So after graduating barber school 5 years ago, worked at a shop for about a year, opened my own, and then started networking in education. And from there, things really took off for me. Since then, I've created an educational DVD series called Introduction to Fading, and that was designed to help cosmetologists and to help students really gain a major grasp for clippers, how to use them. As well as the DVD series, I wrote a book called Social Media Strategies for Barbers and Stylists. So a few years into my career, after accomplishing things that take some barbers and stylists 10 and 15 years to do, people kept coming up to me and asking me, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? How'd you do it? How'd you get signed by Andis? How'd you book an international class? How'd you hook up with Daniel Moses and Tony Cato? And how'd you go on tour with them? The answer was simple. The answer was social media. I was awesome at what I did in the shop. All of my customers, all my barbers around me, they were able to see and feel that. However, social media put me on a worldwide platform. And social media definitely changed my life. So today, I'm here to share with you some of those social media tips, haircutting tips, and some of the tips that I've learned and techniques along the way to help me get where I'm at. So, did everybody here bring their phone? Yeah? No? Okay, first things first, I want everybody to pull out their phone and follow me on IG. I'm gonna follow everybody back. if you go to the search bar and you search Dave Diggs, I should pop up, but my exact name on IG is Dave Diggs the Barber. And everybody that follows me today, I'm gonna follow back. Let me see who the first one to follow me is. I want everybody to follow Tony. His IG name is TonyCaito. Tony Cato. Thumbs up. Now next, this is a clipper cutting and confidence class, so we're gonna get into our cuts, and I wanna introduce our models. First here we have Evan. Can we clap for Evan? Evan has an Instagram. Evan, tell them what your Instagram is.
It's Evan Bonacio, EvanBonacio.
Awesome. And there's a reason why I'm connecting everybody here today. And we have our second model. I'm sorry I didn't get your name.
Tony. His name's Tony.
Oh, Tony. We got big Tony.
Tony, our sound guy.
Tony, our sound guy. Sound guy, Tony. Nice to meet you. And Tony will be cutting Tony.
I will be cutting Tony.
Awesome. Tony, do you have Instagram?
Yes. Looking at my Instagram right now. Oh, your Instagram.
Can we let them know your Instagram?
It's Pura Vida CA, California. Pura.
Oh, okay. Pure life, right? Nice.
Is there an outside the lines? Yes, come on up here, outside the lines. Got a nice scissor, diamond encrusted pin just for you. Have a round of applause, guys.
Nice. So Evan and I, we actually met about
15 minutes ago.
15 minutes max. So like I told you, we thought, Tony and I thought our class was at 2. When we found out our class was at 11, the first thing we did is run around looking for models. The first 3 people I asked, they looked at me like I was crazy. I think I was still sweating.
That's because I asked him just before you.
Did he just finish exercise? Is he drunk? I'm not letting this guy cut my hair. Evan almost declined me too, and then I showed him my Instagram, and he's like, all right, you look like you know what you're doing. So he's like, you know what, I'll let you give me a nice hair. But as everybody sees, Evan has a nice head of hair. And he has a classic comb-over style. Do you guys see this? Do you guys get this in cosmetology school often? Yeah. Gentlemen wanting these style haircuts? No, not yet? You will when you get out into the industry. The classic cuts are coming back. Now, with the classic cuts coming back, there's been a new twist on them. A lot of clipper work. Guys want the length on top, and underneath they want a real tight fade. I have one of my coworkers in here, my buddy Ray. Ray, can you stand up? Ray's actually an LA native from Long Beach. As you can see, Ray has a classic haircut, and Ray specializes in these haircuts in Long Beach. He cut at the famous Hollywood's Barbershop for many years, traveled all over the world winning competitions and trophies, and now he's opening up his own barbershop. So I want to give Ray a round of applause for that. Nice. Tony and Tony.
Yes.
You want to talk about the haircut you're going to give Tony?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So with Tony here, first I'm gonna start off with the Sanic strip because there's a lot of students. Raise your hands again if you're students. Yeah, raise your hand. Okay, real quick on the Sanic strip. This might help you guys out a little bit. How many of you struggle with the Sanic strip? How many of you guys get it around the neck and then halfway through the cut it's like all crumbled up? And you just pull it off, right? And you just pull it off. Okay, so how many of you guys do this one? How many of you guys do this one? You tie it like a bow like this. How many of you do that? Anybody do that? Yeah.
I still do it, Tony.
Yeah, I know.
Just did it.
I know. So the purpose of the Sanic strip is what, guys? For my students? Create a barrier, right, between the drape. Now look, so here's the thing. So as you go around, you see white, and then you don't see any white. That's because now the drape is what? Yeah. So it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, and the other thing too, guys, if you tie it too tight, you can't stick your finger in there at all, yeah, you're killing him. He's dying. He's choking. Yeah, he's choking. Now, if you ask him, hey, is that too tight? What do you think they normally tell you? No, it's okay. But they're dying. They're mad. Yeah. So here's another thing about your Sanic strip. How many of you have dealt with somebody with a little bit wider of a neck? Yeah, and so don't tie 2 Sanic strips together. Yeah, just go get a roll of toilet paper. No toilet paper. What you do? Did you guys know that these things stretch good? Yeah. You guys know that? You can stretch it. See how much? Okay, look. So I'm gonna come across. Now check this out. I'm I'm gonna come across, I'm gonna do a crisscross. You guys see that crisscross? Now, I'm not gonna tuck it from the top because that creates a little trough for hair. I'm actually gonna tuck it underneath. You guys see that? Everybody go, ooh. That's a clipper cutting
I
class.
see this.
Yeah, you see that? Look at
Oh, that's nice.
That's cute. That's cute.
Are you a Boy Scout?
Does that make sense, guys? Does that help out a little bit? Okay, so because that's tucked in there, he's going to have to do, he's going to have to do some crazy dance to get that undone. How many of you guys use button drapes? Button drapes? Okay. How many of you get that last button barely clipped and you're like, okay, it's on. Okay, he's dying again. You're choking him. So if you use a button drape, they're staggered to the point where if you go on to the next button over, it opens up a little bit more. So just keep going down. I really recommend the Velcro. I know it wears down after time, or the clip, but I'm just hoping in this room we all agree to stop killing people in our chair. That's all. That's all. So, does that help? Does that help for some of you guys?
Yes.
Okay, good. So here with Tony. Go ahead and stand up for me again, Tony. And have a seat here. Anybody can chop hair. The first thing that I'm looking at with Tony is I got to maintain this haircut based on that protruding bone. Yeah, to get this effect. This is not cute. You guys see that? Look on this side. If it's based on the protruding bone, it's going to come straight up. I'm going to have a very nice fade. If I go one fingertip up too high, I create a roof. It's no good. Does that make sense? This typically happens when we do like a mid fade, and then we keep fading too high, and then we give him a fall. Yeah, and that's not what he wanted, right? And so for Tony, he didn't want it cut too short. So what we're going to do is a number 2 on the sides, blend it down to a mid fade to a number 1, and just give him the right effect so it doesn't go wide face to wide head to bigger head. It just gets out of control. We're going to make this and tailor it to him based on his bone structure. Make sense?
You understand where Tony's going with this? Everybody's different. Everybody's unique. Some of us are taller, some of us are shorter, wider, thinner. Now what Tony's talking about is the shape that you give your client, how you cut your client's hair, can improve their appearance. You can make them look better, and that's your job. Your job is to make everybody that sits in your chair look better. And that's what's going to keep you